Today, I want to show you the power of trusting yourself, of knowing that there is light, there is dark, but you can stay true to what you want regardless. And even this darkness is illuminated by the light, because otherwise we couldn't see it. So, with this video, again, because I have no clue where this is going to go, but I've learned one thing today, and that is if I can just pay attention to the rhythms of my heart, the frequency of my core, my true intent at the heart of my being, then it doesn't matter what happens. Nothing can touch me. It's the famous quote, I'm paraphrasing here, but no weapons against thou shall prosper. Nothing can truly touch you when you are resolved and in integrity with yourself. And therefore it's helpful to know when you are staying in integrity, when you're staying completely true and honorable, and when you feel slightly off. Because when you feel slightly off, when you do not feel good, holistic, in alignment, there to some extent the gremlin or the ego or some idea of separation is going on. And then if it's truly your intent, as I've decreed today, to be serving the light, actually to be serving all, to also be serving the quote-unquote darkness, because in the end it's all the love, it's all the light of the one infinite creator, the only true being that there is. So to be aware what you're devoted to, and to notice that when, like I said, I've devoted myself to the light, that I'm staying in integrity with that choice, that I keep my heart pure, that I keep my heart strong, so to say, in control. But control not in the negative way that we have labeled it, but just in control of how I feel. Because in a sense, you're always in control of how you feel by choosing where you're going to place your attention. So even if anxiety and fears arise, you still have the ability to choose what you want to stay true to. It's just like the circumstance of this table. This table does not tell me anything about how I feel. It's just a circumstance. And I know this might seem like a far stretch, but it's really true. A thought, in a sense, is also just a table, which you can just see as a circumstance, as a suggestion. And there might be all kinds of stories attached to it, but in the end, it's the same. It's still a circumstance, and it doesn't have to influence your free will or your free choice. So I want you to feel that if you can embody the truth of your being, if you can stay in integrity and pay attention to when you're not feeling good, when the emotional guiding system is kicking in and letting you know, hey, you're a little bit off, you're buying into some lack beliefs, then with the love and the light that you have access to, you shine your light on this shadow or this darkness, or where I'm feeling a little contraction or not so good. And then you resolve that in an honorable way, and then you can be a whole being, a being that is whole, a being that is in one, that its structure is in integrity, and then nothing can penetrate it from like uh, manipulations or shadows. You're just a light being in service to all. And I truly feel like this is the game that I want to play. I had a dream that I was playing the service to self game, which, if you're not familiar with the works of the Law of One, they make a distinction, even though in the end, everything serves just the one infinite creator. There's no distinction from that place. But within the illusion, within the play, within the game, you can make the distinction between service to self and service to all. The service to self being like self-centered, self-focused. It's more like ego-based. And there's great learning and riches in that as well. So it's not necessarily evil. You can also just see it as playing cowboy and Indian, or robber and police, what we used to play as kid. At the end of the game, everyone just bows. We thank everyone for playing their role. We see everything is just one. It's all good. It's just a game. But in that dream, I realized, or at least gave me the hint, like, no, I actually feel like it just doesn't resonate anymore. Like I do not want to play that game. I actually want to play the game of service to all, of in a sense being heroic, offering all that I have in service to the greater good. And it doesn't make me any better than like service to others, but it's just more resonant. It felt like, no, that is like the way for me now. That just makes sense. I just want to play that game. So by playing that game, I'm actually choosing to polarize myself more and more to seeing the love and the light of the creator in everything and offering all of that up to the creator also. And sometimes it feels vulnerable to the mind, but actually it's like so indestructible, because as long as I do not betray that, as long as I stay true to that, as long as I'm honoring and in integrity, then nothing can penetrate that. Even death couldn't, the death of the physical body couldn't end that integrity or that constitution, as me deciding that I want to stay true to this love, to this light, to the purity that resides in all hearts, no matter what. And I want to emphasize that, I want to represent that. And that's the game I choose to play. And it's just a game. Like, again, in the end, it doesn't really matter. It's just a show. At the end, we take off all the masks of the good guy, the bad guy. We thank even the bad guys for playing the bad guys so we can get to be the hero and all of that. Because who would go to a James Bond movie without a villain? It would be boring. So we need some contrast, some polarization, so that we can actually learn and grow and expand and create a beautiful, nice drama here on Earth. And then in the end, it all resolves. It's what we came here for, to play an awesome game. And if you can learn to trust yourself, your own intention, your own acts, your reason for incarnating, or just your purpose here on Earth, what you truly feel called to do, if you can get clear on that, and I can help you with this, just leave a message below or send me a direct message if you have access to my number. Otherwise, just leave a comment here below. And we can help you get clear on what again was your intention for starting this game. And then how can we make sure that you stay true to that, you play the own game that you had set, the own beautiful, magnificent game that before incarnating you had this divine blueprint, or just this divine blueprint is inside of you of like what would be the most exciting, the most uplifting, the most giving, the most generous, powerful example of what it's like to be an infinite creator, generating all these dreams without zero limitations. And that's all contained already within the seed, within your heart. And the more that we can, in a sense, isolate that from all the other programs and thoughts that you have picked up along your life, and you can just let it go for a moment and just pristinely listen. What is your own heart whispering to you right now? And what is that calling you to step into? What is the game that you're playing here? And then we can build some structure around this so you can actually remember the game. And even because this is a density, the third density, also relating to the law of one cosmology. Third density is the density of forgetting, where you forget that you're infinite, where you forget that you're unlimited. So it's in a sense normal, expected to forget, but you can awaken from this dream so that you never ever forget your true reason for being here. And you can fine tune, crystallize that, and become a more powerful embodiment of the game, the truly powerful expression that you came here to be. You can actually live your highest light, your highest love, your greatest purpose, which at the same time is your greatest service to this world. So, I'm free. Connect me if you wish. Connect with each other in the comments. We're all in this together. We're all the one infinite creator, taking a look at this endless creation from different perspectives. And let's just help each other, walk each other home, back to our hearts. Hey, what was my intention for starting this game again? Okay, I remember. Let me awaken that. Let me make sure that's my priority and let me sacrifice. Let me stop having any allegiance to anything that doesn't have anything to do with why I'm here. The only thing that will truly fulfill me, the only thing that truly lights me up. Let me forget about all the things that I think that I want and let me just throw it in the fire of my heart of no, I only have one mission. I only have one law. I only have one way. And that is your game. It's your IMX game, which you can shape, which you can decide and decree for yourself what it's going to be. And I just want you to feel that power and that ability to have faith in your own intention that even though as you walk through the valley of the shadow of death, you will fear no evil because the spark that is unique to you, the light of the Creator, lives in you. And that is all that you need for your journey. That is the game you came here to play, and that contains everything. Everything, my friend. I promise this. It contains all. So learn to have faith in whatever your spark is. Learn to blow some life into that ember until it's a flame, a light that is awakened and that cannot die anymore. That's it for today. Just gratitude. And I hope to be playing this game with you for, what is time anyway? I'll see you on the next one. Stay true and enjoy the game. Your game.